Hey, you guys, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I know I'm a little later, you guys, but we're here. We are here. Happy Tuesday. Everybody will start getting the alert that I am live. Welcome. Come on in here on this good Tuesday afternoon. People will start coming in. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, Masterclass. I'm going to have to take it off this little tray because it's really shaky. Welcome. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, tell me where you're from to sign up. Hello, welcome. Gomers44, where are you from? Tell me where you're from. Do you act as an agent also for me? For me, actually, in Georgia. So y'all know I'm a real estate agent. Y'all coming on in here. Come on in this room, you guys. Welcome. Let me know where you're from. Tell me if you can hear me and see me clearly. Tell me where you're from. So welcome, you guys. Let me do a little quick introduction and then we can jump in. You guys, I'm Ashley. Look, I'm Ashley. I'm so silly. You guys, welcome. I'm Ashley Pickens here in Memphis, Tennessee. You guys, I've been in real estate since 2006 as a real estate agent, also as a real estate broker over an entire firm. Next year will be my 20th year in real estate. But y'all know me as your auction mama. I'm the one that says going once, going twice, sold at the courthouse. That is what I do. I auction out foreclosures. I look like I just woke up from the dead, didn't I? I'm a little late, you guys, because I had a homeowner call me. Her property is scheduled for auction in September. So she called me. Her dad passed away, dad's house. She was the airship property, but the bank is giving her the runaround. Yeah, baby, the bank is giving her the runaround. She's about $12,000 past due on her mortgage. They scheduled an auction for her. So we are trying to work that out. And I was on the phone with her and I was like, my people waiting for me to go live. But I had to help the homeowner, you guys. I had to help her. So we're going to try to work that again. So let me see where y'all are from. Welcome. Y'all in the chat. Don't forget, we have Masterclass this Thursday. The sign up is down below. It's absolutely free. If you are new to investing or true to investing, it's absolutely for you. We're going to talk about all the stages of foreclosure. And you just figure out which one's the best one for you. Where are you jumping in at when it comes to the distressed market? So that's this Thursday. It's free. Next week, we have the bank-owned boot camp and then the pre-foreclosure playbook masterclasses. So for people who want to learn how to buy bank-owned properties, how to submit contracts, you know, all that kind of stuff for agents. If you want to learn how to become an REO agent, I'm going to throw some of that in there for you too. Asset managers, all that kind of stuff. I'll give you all that good information. And bank-owned boot camp, if I can talk, bank-owned boot camp. We're going to talk about, I'll show you how to, you know, all y'all that want to do like property preservation, landscaping, all that kind of stuff. I'll show you where to go and register and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So all about bank owned. And then the next week is pre-foreclosure playbook. So Tuesday, Thursday, next week, master classes. So let me see what I got going on in here. You see me, Florida, Esther. Hello, Savannah, Georgia, Rhode Island, Oxford, Mississippi. What's up? Oklahoma, Michigan. You're about 45 minutes. Yes, you are. Melanie, Oxford. Yes, you are. Here from Orlando, Florida. It's hot there in Orlando. It's hot here too, baby. It's like hot in Memphis. Hello from Vida Rica, Georgia. Did I say that right? Still here. Lennar cutting prices on new builds. All these builders. Hold on, I'll show an article to you. God, I made it. Houston, Texas, virtually wholesaling nationwide. Come on, Global Loopy G. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody trying to get these coins, right? So, South Florida, I see you. Y'all know I'm trying to get my beach house for $29.17. So, I decided I would jump on here this week. Y'all's niece, Gabby, is in volleyball camp. So, I was like, let me go talk to my people while she's in camp. So that reminds me, you said builders. Let's see if I can pull up this article. Y'all know I always be trying to pull up stuff and then the Wi-Fi get crazy. Too much. Y'all got to take this off. It's shaky. And I don't want y'all to think I'm shaky, but it's shaky. Hold on. Bear with me, you guys. I'm going to share my screen and then we can talk about some auctions. I had an auction today, but y'all got postponed. Like I was literally about to pull up and they were like, it got postponed. I can't be upset about it because maybe the homeowner is deciding to sell it. Maybe the homeowner got the money. Maybe the homeowner filed bankruptcy. But it was a good one. It was 2 people waiting on it too. I'll show it to you in just a second here. So close. Can y'all see my screen? Blink if you can see my screen. And I'm looking in the chat, you guys, so I can answer questions if you have questions. Sub 2, $10 down. We're going to do some seller financing on my beach house. Let me see. Y'all know I like Daily Job Cuts, really good site. They always show me a lot of love. But I saw something about builders, which made me want to come over here. For everybody who does not know what Daily Job Cuts, it's like a little plethora of top articles, right? And they tell you on this side is layoffs, all the companies that are laying off. This side tells all the companies that are closing or filing bankruptcy, right? So I just kind of keep an eye on this a lot. But I was trying to find the article about builders because that's what made me entry-level homes in U.S. now cost more than twice as much per month as renting. Wow. That say a lot about the real estate market, right? Hold on, I'll find it. The Waffle House dropped the 50-cent egg surcharge. Eggs going back down. Won't he do it? Let's see. Blackstone buys $2 billion in commercial loans. Nobody's surprised. I'm gonna have to find it. I'll look for it. If I can find it. It was about home builders struggling right now, but I'll have to look for it. You know, when you're looking for something, you can't never find it, but then when I'm not looking for it, then I can't, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it don't matter, you guys. Oh, here it is. Right when I was about to give up. Don't give up. Keep looking. Can y'all see my screen? I still hire wholesaling. I'm trying to invest. Got a few dollars here, but I'm afraid of tenants, people losing their jobs. Then maybe you can, but you know, Esther, I see your comment. Esther's comment. Y'all tell Esther what y'all would do. I'm trying to invest. I got a few dollars here, but I'm afraid of tenants. I feel like everything in real estate, it's investing. You know what I mean? It comes with risk. It comes with reward, but ain't no reward if you don't risk, Esther. And you just do your due diligence. You know what I mean? You do everything that you know you're supposed to do. Filter them really good. You know what I mean? Make sure they can afford that rent comfortably, not barely. You know what I mean? Do all the things that you know you're supposed to do, but you ain't gonna never make no scared money don't make money. Put that in the chat. You know how they would do it like in church? Touch a neighbor. Everybody put in the chat, scared money don't make money. Y'all were like, this is not the kind of live I thought I was coming to today. I need to know how to find investors, lenders for wholesaling deals. I need to know how to find investors and lenders for wholesaling deals. Investors at the auction all day, every day. Investors are at the auctions all day, every day. That's a good place to find a buyer. Also, investors, these groups, these real estate, go to real estate meetup groups. There we go. Scare money, don't make money. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Real estate meetup groups, those are great places. You might have to come to Memphis for one. I know DeSoto County has a little real estate meetup group. And you go in there and they're always looking for wholesalers. Melanie, go look at me. Melanie, some of these other companies, these big property management companies, they're buying, because I got some hedge funds that are my buyers. I mean, I have different buyers, but I sell to hedge funds. I sell to investors. You just need a couple of good buyers, honestly. Meetup groups, for sure. Auctions for sure. If you get a house in a certain area, look in that area and say, see who just bought, like, an investor is in that area. Like, if you look and see a house that just got flipped, that's how you know an investor probably bought it. Like, flip, new paint. Call up that agent and say, hey, I saw. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I kind of confused myself. If you have a property, right? Say you get a property and you're like, I need a buyer for this property. You can look, like, in the MLS, look on Zillow, look in the neighborhood and see if investors are buying in that neighborhood, right? You know what I mean? And you always can tell, like, an investor or a flip house, new paint, floors, basic, you know what I mean? And then call, you know what I mean? Maybe call that agent and say, hey, I just saw you got an investor in this that's buying in this area. I've got a property he might be interested in, she might be interested in. And you know, the agent probably gonna be like, yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to get out there and get your list. But people are buying, you know what I mean? They buying. And if you in Oxford, Oxford is hot. Oxford is hot. Don't nothing ever go for sale in Oxford. You know what I mean? It's hot. Ole Miss down there and all, you know what I mean? That's a big college town. But the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Come on, am I gonna do metaphors all day today? Scare money don't make money. Next one, put it in the chat. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Don't they always try to lowball it? It just depends, right? It just depends. That's why I have a list of people who I sell to. You have those investors that you know gonna lowball you. You know what I mean? You have investors that will pay the strength. That's why I have a list that I know who gonna pay and that kind of stuff. So, but it all comes with putting yourself out there, right? That's why I'm telling y'all, make some offers. It's a buyer's market right now. It's a lot of sellers sitting on the market. Properties have expired. Listings have gone stale. Throw them a bone and see if they take it. Throw them a bone and see if they take it, is what I would say. All they can say is yes or no. We've all heard the word no before. And we say, okay, thanks. You just keep sitting on that market. You just keep sitting there a little longer. I might circle back in 2 weeks. But yes, look, I'm going to come up with every metaphor. But this is going to be a motivational live. That's right. Scare money don't make money. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. You know what I mean? So go to the meetups, Facebook groups. Just be careful. You know what I mean? Esther, do all the due diligence you can do. You know what I mean? But you're going to have to get in the game. You got to get off the sideline and get in the game. You know what I mean? So I found this article because y'all said the buyers. So this article, U.S. housing construction is dead with current mortgage rates. A lot of apartments sitting empty, a lot of these model homes, a lot of these new build communities. I don't see people lined up in these new builds looking at the model home. They just sitting vacant, right? But y'all know what happens. It's not like these people these builders have cash. Those are loans that they got to pay back. You know what I mean? That's how builders went bankrupt in 2008. They couldn't couldn't pay those loans back. But anyway, I was going to read this a little bit. Last year, blah, 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 blah. I believe, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. I was trying to skim it for you. Don't worry. I won't call on any of you to read out loud. Don't worry. They sell homes. Okay. One of the things I don't believe people understand about home builders is that they're not the March of Dimes. They sell homes as a commodity and they have to be mindful of their profit margins or else they need to start laying people off. With that in mind, the completed units for sale hit 119,000 today. Now that doesn't seem like a lot of homes, but historically speaking, the builders tend to stop building when completed units of sale get around 120,000. If you're wondering why builders haven't laid off workers yet, it's because they have projects ready to begin, but they're waiting for lower mortgage rates. However, as profit margins continue to decline, it's only a matter of time before they can no longer maintain their labor force if sales data worsen. Well, I was just reading that because I don't see anybody circling these. We all need 2017 prices, don't we? These new homes in Florida are not built the best. There's a lot of these new homes. There's some builders that I won't even touch. I'm not going to even call any names, but it started with DR, and that's all I'm going to say. And I'm not talking about Dominican Republic. They don't cut my life off. Some builders, I wouldn't even, you couldn't give me their house for free, to be honest. So let's see. Let's keep going, class. Let's see what happened at the auction today. My sale got postponed. Do you think the builders are going to slow down on building? I feel like they're all, I mean, I don't see people really build. It's a lot of houses just sitting empty. You know what I mean? A lot of apartment complexes sitting empty. A lot of new subdivisions sitting empty. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are builders going to say, we need to go ahead and build just in case a rush comes so we can be prepared and get off these houses and have them built? You know, a lot of the workers that are building these houses are a little scared right now. You know, the streets is hot right now, or should I say cold, ice cold right now. So, you know, a lot of the workers that they had not coming to work anymore, you know, so I don't know. I feel like right now, a lot of the time, a builder might be the way to go because they can lower the price a little bit and they're offering these incentives because rates are so high. So they can offer you to buy down your rate for you, whereas a seller can't offer you that same incentive to buy down your rate. You might can get a better price on a new build. They're not slowing down here in Oxford. You know, it just depends on the area, depends on your neighborhood. Oxford is always going to be hot. It's a college town. You know what I mean? Everybody in Oxford got money. The Hamptons of Mississippi is Oxford. If looking at home path listings, are those REOs that I could negotiate on cash offers? Lena, home path, bank owned, negotiate. If you can pay cash, but you can also do financing. But yes, you can negotiate on home path for sure, for sure. That's the bank. When you're dealing with the bank, we play in limbo. How low can you go when we're dealing with the bank? Remember that. So yes, Lena, you can negotiate for sure, for sure. This is today. Let's see. Anything sale today? Let's see if it, what is today? Today's Tuesday. Anything selling today? I'll drop this in the chat in case y'all missed this site. This is a trustee site. It shows auction, shows opening bids, not in every city, but in some of them. Just so you can see, that didn't sell. When this number and this number is the same, that means it reverted back to the bank. PP means postponed. CXL means canceled. That makes sense to everybody? That didn't sell. I think, like I said, it's an investor losing these properties in St. Louis. Because they're all, hold on, I'm going to tab with y'all. But somebody better call him. The opening bid. Okay, for reference, you guys, quick lesson here. Opening bid is loan balance. Loan balance is opening bid. Keep that in mind. The loan balance on that loan is the opening bid. They got it listed for $119,000 on the market. The opening bid is $30,000. Somebody better call him and offer $40,000, $30,000. Give them 40. And then it'll cash flowing at $11.77 a month, renter in good standing. Avoid having to find a house and rehab it. Start collecting a check day one. The opening bid was $30,000 on that one. Do you think ICE will help more local people help build houses? Do you think ICE will help? Would you think that higher cost employment with locals cause new build to increase in price? Global, you over here asking me these questions like I'm on the debate club. We on Jeopardy. Do I think ICE will help more local people build houses? Would you think that higher cost of employment of locals cause new builds to increase them? Okay, so I understand where you're going now. You know, my brain's got to register that question a little bit. It's so funny. Do you think ICE will help more local people help build houses? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I keep thinking though, with all these people who are getting deported and stuff like that, they was paying rent to somebody, right? Or they owned a house. What's going to happen to these people who, when they leave in their rent and their mortgages? You know what I mean? I thought about that. What's going to happen to their properties? Or what what is the landlord going to do? You know what I mean? Her report are not slowing down building. They are causing their existing homes and building community to lose equity by selling new wills. Yeah, you know, that's all it takes for like a new community to come into your neighborhood, build and sell for less than what you paid. And then there goes your equity because you're the one who's sitting on a house for 10 years. And then here come a new builder and their price in their house is lower than yours. You'd be like, oh, and theirs is new. So any buyer would be like, I might as well pay this lower price for a new build instead of buying a seasoned house. You know what I mean? That can kill your property values. That can kill your property values. They're causing this motherfucker to lose. Yeah. When investors offload properties, hedge funds offload properties, builders start pricing lower than the market, that can hurt your neighborhood. What do I say? The good thing about real estate is your property value depends on the houses around you. The bad thing about real estate is your property values depend on the properties around you. You know what I mean? The good and the bad. So that one was 30,000. Let's see. Here's another one. I think they're all $30,000. I'm about to put up another one. I just bought it in 23. September 23. Opening bid was $30,000 today. What y'all think? What y'all buying for 30,000? 30,000. Y'all buying going once, going twice? Has there ever been a time in history where house prices go from 280 to 505? And I see your profile picture too. You know, houses are just unaffordable for the average person right now. That article literally said it's just cheaper to rent than it is to own a home right now. The average home price is $450,000 right now. $450,000. Hold on. Let's go look at, hold on. Where are my, average price, median sales price is $440,000 right now across the country. That's like a $3,000, almost $4,000, probably $4,000 mortgage payment right now with taxes and insurance, depending on where you live. Most people can't afford that, you guys. Most people cannot afford a 400. Now, that's the normal places. In California, I think the average is like 1.2, depending on the part of California you live in. I was trying to find that article where it was talking about the average home prices across the country. Hold on. Y'all know I have stuff saved all in my phone. On the computer. Hold on, you guys. Is it Redfin or is it? It is Redfin. Hold on, you guys. Don't worry. I'll find it. Real estate news. Maybe this is what it is. Housing market. Is it Redfin? Yeah, it's Redfin. Can y'all see my screen while I'm just clacking? Y'all can see my screen. Okay. Gained 16. New listing business hit another all-time high. Where is the one? Condo prices dropped 2%. New listings losing steam. Y'all better negotiate. Y'all better negotiate. Is all I can tell you to do. 6% of today's home sellers are at risk of selling at a loss right now. Hold on. I'm trying to find that one article. And then we can talk. And we can go look at HomePath and all those other articles if y'all want to look at it. I was trying to find where it showed everybody's average list price in their city. And I was like, golly, you guys, and the way shaky as these jobs are right now, you probably just better hold tight. Unless you can get a good deal, you better negotiate, is all I can say. You just better negotiate. Um, Prices hit another. New listings, listing, pending sales fall. Here are the most expensive home. I was trying to, if I can't find it, you guys, it's okay. Y'all have to, we'll come back again. And I don't want to make y'all dizzy by scrolling on this computer. But it had listed like everybody's median home price for where they lived. 440 is the median across the country. But you know, if you live in these high price markets like California, maybe New York, things like that, I think it was like 1.2 million. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'll take this in Texas, they're building apartments everywhere. I think it will be a thing of the past. Homeowners know will be able to afford houses. They keep saying they're trying to make us we don't own anything and rent everything. What, a rental nation? And that some of these younger kids, they don't care about buying a house. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I live in San Diego and my rent for 2-bed, 2-bath is 30. Ooh, wait, girl, not 2-bed, 2-bath for 34. Plus about 120 for water and trash, but that is still so much cheaper than buying, especially in San Diego. Ooh, I already know. I see those San Diego prices. Hold on. This month, do we have San Diego? I be seeing what you can get for $500,000 in California. A box. You can get a little cardboard box. You can buy some eggs in California, but that's all you can buy for $400,000 and $500,000. I saw San Diego on here one time. Here we go. Here's some San Diego houses. Let's see what's going up for auction. They all got postponed in San Diego. I need a wholesale deal on this. I'm in Memphis. The prices don't make sense. And you just got to negotiate. But some of the people in Memphis, they delusional too. I don't know who lives there, but in and around, I saw a bunch of auctions in the 200,000. If you have the money, they may be. Yeah, if you can. Yeah, and when you live in California and places like that, for sure. Here's a pre-foreclosure in San Diego for $815,000. They postponed it. 1,600 square feet for almost $1 million. Y'all, Memphis would never. But we live on two different parts of the country. You live in California, I live in Memphis. $815,000 would get you a mansion. You're gonna be living in the White House for $815 in Memphis. We just don't have a huge luxury market like that. Probably $500 for average price. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Homes are just unaffordable. Even if interest rates go down, like who can still afford it? You know what I mean? And the way these jobs looking, there's another one. They're saying 6.5 million, 7 beds, 9 baths. Like I said, you get behind on one mortgage payment on that house and it's a wrap. You're going to have to, unless that's your taste, you're going to have to do a little designing. You're going to do a little updating. They got them like Hamilton draperies, don't they? It just need a little love, doesn't it? I wonder what happened. Was it a leak or they started building and there it is, up for auction. Pre-foreclosure. Y'all buying? Look at that one. And then the 1 bedroom with the updated paint. It's got a tennis court. Y'all buying? What you think? Y'all gonna pass? 6.5 million. The auction got postponed to August 6th is what it got postponed to. Here's one more in San Diego, and then we'll keep going, you guys. What is it? It's I don't know what it is. It's it's a little shop, a little car mechanic shop. Maybe that's what it is. Commercial mechanic shop. It went up for auction. Somebody go buy it so I can get 4 new tires for my car. Somebody go get it. You popping the balloon? Yo, that's so funny. The cheaper places in San Diego are in bad neighborhoods. I'm in San Diego. I was born and raised in California. Love it here despite the expensive housing. I know. We like going to California too. Y'all be having all the good smoothies and healthy food places. You know what I mean? You can go to the beach and the water. Welcome, welcome. It's a commercial property. Sure is. How are the property taxes in Hardeman County in comparison to surrounding areas? Y'all be wanting me to know. Hector Colin, you be wanting me to know everything, don't you? I don't know. Hardeman County taxes. That's Tennessee. That's one of the more rural areas for sure. Memphis don't have high property taxes. Our taxes aren't that bad compared to the rest of the world. You know what I mean? That's why everybody says, Memphis is a good place to buy rental properties. But taxes aren't like ridiculous here like they are in Texas and places like that. What's this one? Did we look at this one yesterday? And then we'll go look at something else, you guys. And then we'll go look at something. Oh, yeah, this was the Holiday Inn, the hotel motel Holiday Inn that's up for auction. Serious buyers are encouraged to bring all offers. Y'all better go get y'all a hotel motel Holiday Inn. Here is, because I think someone asked me about commercial properties. CREXI is a commercial real estate, look at you, is a commercial real estate website. If you're looking for commercial, they offer retail, multifamily, office, industrial, hospitality, mixed use, land, self-storage, mobile home parks, senior living, special purpose. You can buy the note or the loan or business for sale. You know what I mean? Let's see what they got for sale in Atlanta. There we go. 3-unit, multifamily, 10 units, 27-unit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share this site with you. CREXI. I dropped it in the chat. You can buy Olive Gardens, Dollar Trees, hotels, multifamily, because a lot of y'all are looking for multifamily. Atlanta 6-bedroom dormplex. What's a dormplex? Like it's the dorm close to college and duplex combined. Not the former Starbucks with the drive-through up for sale. So I dropped it in the chat. You put in where you live and see what they have to sell. There's an O'Reilly's. So CREXI is a good place. I can't think on the top of my head. I usually can sound all of these off. LoopNet is another good one. Office, retail, co-working. Can y'all see my screen? Definite pass. LoopNet is good too. Just got an alert from that. Yep, it's still going up with high interest. So if interest go down, I can't imagine how high price. I know that means people are gonna, if interest go down, y'all know not to act crazy if interest rates go down again. Don't y'all go out and start bidding up 40 and 50,000 over asking. Don't y'all do it again. Don't do it. And inventory is going to go up, honestly, if interest rates go down, because more people are going to try to sell real quick and get up off their property. Inventory is already high. So if interest rates go down, even more inventory is going to come to the market for sure. Now you might get some more buyers, but we're going to have an influx of inventory for sure. Are those off market or on market? Which one's global? What I'm showing y'all on LoopNet, they're on market. They're on LoopNet. Just ask her. I'm interested in purchasing raw land. Okay, Hector, we're going to figure it out. I got you. So here are another, LoopNet is another good one, depending on what you're looking for. Look, you can get into Madrid, Toronto, London, New York City. Come on, we're all moving. So LoopNet, Hector, landwatch.com for everybody who want to move out to the wilderness. Go and move out there. Let's have a farm. We can have a farmer's market every weekend. Hunting land, farms and ranches, land for sale. Look at that ranch. 23 million sitting on 3,000 acres. Landwatch.com. I'm going to drop it in the chat if you are looking for some land. Boom. Dropped in the chat. Hector, we got you. Tennessee, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. What they got for sale in Florida? Let's see if I can find my beach house. Florida waterfront. Let's see. Y'all want 4.1 million on 285 acres. 1 acre. That's not it right there. That's not it for me. But landwatch.com. You can come on here. You can put in how many acres you want. Lakefront, commercial, recreational. We got you. Hector, come on here and find you some land. And then I'm going to come shop at your farmer's market. Oh, didn't let me click for some reason. Landwatch. And then there's landandfarm.com. That's another one where you can, they're having a liquidation in Tennessee. Nashville Market, Kentucky Lake. If you just want to get away from it all, you know what I mean? Just build your own little estate, your little compound, and just fall off the grid. You know what I mean? Poultry farm for sale, retail land, vegetable farm. Y'all need to go buy the vegetable farm, the dairy farm. So, landandfarm.com. I'm going to drop that in the chat for you. Hector, we're going to get you some land. Call owners right at 4 acres. The 10-year treasury bond keeps falling, and it's on its way to 4. Bond traders might keep us in a high interest rate environment. That might help push home prices down. Well, see, Jerome said that you don't see any reason to lower rates. That's what he said. The market, the economy is all right. So there's no reason for him to lower rates right now. Even though, you know, they trying to put a little pressure on old Jerome to lower those rates. But he said he's not budging on them rates. He said higher for longer. That's what he said when he raised them up a couple years ago. They're going to be higher for longer. And y'all can wait on it. Is exactly what he said. He didn't say y'all can wait on it. But he said higher for longer. The American people going to feel a little pain. And that's exactly what he said. And that's exactly what he did. So, y'all look on Xome, home with the X. Xome. Or is the X silent? Like in Bear County in Texas. Ooh. Pine Bluff, Monroe. Xome is another site, in case y'all were wondering. Auction properties, traditional listings. You can buy foreclosed, bank-owned, short sale, commercial, all that. So 3,425 auction properties. You can export all of them. Go ahead, skip trace them, and reach out to all of them people that have an auction schedule. So, Xome.com. I'm going to drop it in the chat for y'all. Look, I'm just sharing all my resources with y'all. Absolutely. You're not late. You're right on time. I hadn't been talking that long. I promise. I came on here late. Anyway, I was late. That's who was late. Me. So you right on time. Xome, I dropped it in the chat for you in case you want to look at, I read that there are community groups in California that are trying to enact other emergency eviction moratorium, which will have a negative impact on landlords. Ooh, that moratorium killed everybody. It's people who are still in foreclosure, like who have not paid since the moratorium, right? And so now we have this pile up. The pipe is full of foreclosures, right? The first time ever that we have just stopped foreclosures for like 2 or 3 years. And now I think they're just trying to scramble and figure out what to do now. Because once you turn on the faucet for foreclosures, you can't just turn it off, you know, and it's millions of people. I told y'all yesterday, this man, I said, how far behind are you? And he was like $129,000. I'm like, that's like, you ain't paid in 4 years. You ain't paid in 5 years to be $130,000 past due. You know what I mean? Like, golly. No shade, though. No shade. Life be lifing sometimes. I just hit multifamily, and then y'all can see what's going on multifamily. But this is zone. You can buy multifamily, all kinds of things on here. New, open and bid. Where's Brooklyn, New York? Brooklyn. What y'all want to talk about today, you guys? Have they lifted the moratorium? They did for most people. I think they lifted for veterans too, or they gave the veterans a little bit more time. I just get so confused. Some days they say the veteran moratorium has been lifted. The regular one has been lifted for normal people. And then they extended the veteran one because it was so many veterans in foreclosure, you guys. So they extended it, but I thought they lifted that one too. I just don't know. Hold on, I'm going to share another article with you all. Hold on. So I can show y'all something. You know, I'm always going to try to teach you something, is what I try to do. Okay, stop sharing. And then, boom. Okay. Y'all know I usually do videos on this to talk about how many people are behind in foreclosure. They've kind of stopped updating this because I think so many people are behind. Let's look at June 2020. It's not on that one. But you can go back and see, like all the way back to archives like 2006, 2008, what was going on in the housing market. Where is it? Y'all, I got to find it first. And that's when I used to do videos all the time, like 4 million people are behind, 5 people are behind, but they stopped posting it because I think so many people behind that they stopped trying to share the numbers with us all. Let's see, October 2023. Can y'all see my screen? Blink if you can see my screen. Y'all can see my screen? Yeah. Thank you guys for blinking. October 2023 shows that we had 5.51 million renter households were behind 1 year ago. An estimated 4.5% of 2 million renter households feared eviction. 4.49 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments in October. Y'all, I think that number is double what they say it is. 4.49 million. That was October of 2023. Let's see what December 2023. And then sometimes they do it where they do it like as a number. I guess they don't want me to, you know, they don't want to put out the actual number. That was, let's see, September 2024. There. That was 2023. This is 2024. 12.3% or 5.7 million renter households were behind on their rental payment in August. 2.3 million renter households feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. 5.4% or 4.47 million households were behind. This was last year. What did I say? What is this? September of last year. Y'all, this number is like what they say it is. It's way more people in foreclosure. At least they got 4.47 million. We've been sitting at that number for like the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I believe it's closer to 10 million people. Probably, they said 10% of FHA loans are in default right now. 10% of FHA loans are in default right now. So if y'all don't think a foreclosure wave is coming, I don't know. But banks are trying to keep people, like they're giving people modifications. They're trying to put you in forbearance. They're trying to do everything they can do to keep you from foreclosing. But y'all, it's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? Let's see if they gave me December. No, they put it in. Sure, homeowners in forbearance, 249,000 people still in forbearance. See, they stopped putting it in in the paragraph form. They put it in like statistics where I have to dissect it. I guess the number's so big. Let me show you what I mean. Don't get dizzy. Right here. Now they have it. mortgage loans in forbearance, mortgage delinquency. See, now they put it like in a percentage. They used to just give me the numbers. Seriously delinquent mortgages, prime, subprime. So I got to do the little calculations because they stopped putting it in the paragraph. Foreclosure starts, completions. It's probably because the number's so big, they don't want to write it out anymore. You know what I mean? They probably like don't even see. So they stopped putting it in. Now they just do it as the decimal. You know what I'm saying? But after calling for acres in the morning, I called tired landlords in the evening. I also feel sorry for the landlords that aren't getting rent. They have bills to pay too. Bad situation all the way around. Especially, all these people who had Airbnb and who jumped in on the Airbnb wave, and now Airbnbs are tanking. You know what I mean? That's two mortgages that I don't know. And then remember yesterday I read the article on accidental landlords, people who tried to sell and can't sell, and then now they're trying to rent their house out because they can't sell anymore. So I know use Chat. I know that's what I was going to do. ChatGPT has been helping me a lot putting it in, but I don't know what numbers to believe. I believe the number is definitely much higher than 4.9 million. Let me see. Can y'all see my screen? Yeah, y'all can see that. So this article says on deeds.com, according to studyofdeeds.com, over 6.6 million households are behind on their mortgage payments, while 9.4 million renters are struggling to pay rent. So that's what I'm saying. Who do you believe? HUD said it's 4.5. Deeds.com said it's 6.6. Y'all, it's probably like 10.3. It's not funny at all. That was my little nervous laugh. Like when you go up a roller coaster, that wasn't a real laugh. That's like, I don't know. It's a lot of people behind. They call me all the time. And I'm like, goodness. So Deeds.com, Mississippi tops the list with nearly 15% of its households behind on housing payments. Illinois is next, but its housing woes are primarily driven by renters. While just 3.3% of homeowners are behind on mortgage, a relatively low figure, a staggering 24% of renters are delinquent in Illinois. This makes Illinois the state with the highest rent delinquency rate in the nation. Delaware comes in third with overall delinquency. Montana and Idaho. I bet Montana and Idaho. Okay, they don't have that many houses, don't they? So, full list with states most and least residents late on housing payments. Mississippi, Illinois, Delaware, Wyoming, New Jersey, Texas, 4.5% late, almost 20% late on rent. I'm going to drop this in the chat so y'all can read this. Y'all going to learn today. Y'all can come to Ashley's class and learn today. Don't forget to sign up for the masterclass on Thursday. It is free. Y'all come learn all about foreclosures. It's always a good time. And I like it when y'all turn on the camera so I can look at y'all and y'all can look at me. There's more than one way to transact with real people are buying and selling. Get in the game now and put the rip. There it is. Come on, global. That's what I'm talking about. Scared money don't make money. This low-key depressing. Best to wait this all out until it bottoms. Guys, when are we going to get to the bottom? I don't know. Some people are saying June of next year, next summer, is when we're going to see these foreclosures really start coming on out here. We'll see. You just better hold on. Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, New York, Rhode Island. I dropped it in the chat so y'all can read for yourself. Because I know when you watch the news, they have you thinking we all eating pink Starburst and jump through sunflower fields. You know what I mean? When the reality is a whole bunch of people struggling and behind on their mortgage and rent.